Alrighty, hello. We are holding Likutei Moharan, Torah Yud. We are holding by Sif Dalet. Okay. So after we explained until now that Yaakov Avinu has elevated the tefillah to become an aspect of bias of house, and with this he enabled the goyim also to have koyach to recognize the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the world, that this is the main revelation of the greatness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now we are going to learn how, this inyan of the tefillah to that level of bias, from mountain to field to bias to a house, it's being manufactured and put together every generation through the Tzadikei Ador. Because their tefillah is on this very, very high level of kol b'chinas bias. And they are creating the inyan of bias the same way that Yaakov Avinu, by calling the inyan of bias to everybody, that enabled even the lowest goyim to relate to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because there was Yaakov in the world. This is Bes Yaakov l'chuvenelcho be'er Hashem. Now, so the tzaddik, which is Yaakov, he creates the bias. This enables even the goyim to recognize Hashem. And it says, this is done every generation. The tzaddik creates the bias. This allows even the lowest of the low to connect. And says, now we'll also explain that there are balagaiva. We learn, whenever you have thing on the kedusha, there's a twiddle-dee on the other side, a parallel. They say, hey, look at me now. This is balagaiva. That they think that they're tzaddikim. They look at themselves as tzaddikim, and they prevent people from going to true tzaddikim to down for them. This is what we're going to learn now. And that inyan, that process of elevating the tefillah from an aspect of mountain and field to a bechina of bayis, b'chinas ir Elokeinu, the city of our God, kedesh yisgal malchusa gav la'akum, so that the authority and the kingdom of Hashem can be revealed also to the goyim. They will also have an attainment in the Elokusa Yisbarach Shmoi. It is impossible to become a reality. Ki im al tzadikei ador. The only it can be done is through the tzadikei ador, because the emunah is on a very, very high level. That's why the tefillah is at such a high level. Because remember, emunah and tefillah, are synonymous. That tefillah is a level of bias. They live in it. They recognize the importance and the greatness, and they put all the koyach into it. And through their great emunah, that causes a bestowment, a shefa of emunah to the entire world. Until even the goyim hear of the emunah. Because now they have a saga, and now they can get a saga, they can get a notion on the HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And because that tefillah is on a very, very high level, that's why they can daven for anybody who needs rachamim. No matter how low, no matter how dire the situation. And by the fact that they daven for all the people that need rachamim, those people are being delivered from their troubles, from their straits, from their tzaras. And what that does, when that happens, suddenly somebody, has a problem, and boom, there's a miracle. The doctor says there's nothing there. So that reveals the Malchus of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This elevates the name of Hashem in the world. Everybody sees that HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the show. And this enables the Goyim also to recognize Hashem's kingdom. Through the fact that Yaakov Avinu elevated the tefillah from Ha to Soda to the high madriga of bias. That's because Yaakov Avinu did that. Yaakov Avinu himself enabled all the Tzaddikei Ador of all the generations to daven this very, very high madrega of Bais. In other words, if there wouldn't have been a Yaakov Avinu in the beginning, the Tzaddikei Ador wouldn't be able to do it now. Now, there's a proof that the Tzaddikei Ador can actually beg Rachamim on everybody, and that Tefillah is such a high madrega, B'chinas Bais, as Kmo She'amru Chazal said, Mi sheyesh lo chol b'toch beis. So anybody that has an ill person in his house, Yelech etzel chochem yivakesh alav rachamim. Let them go to a sage, and let the sage beg rachamim. Because it is said, Chamas melech malachei ma'am. Chamas melech malachei ma'am is the wrath of the king. When the Kodesh Baruch Hu is angry, the result is malachei ma'am, which means the avenging angels. V'ish chacham yichaprena, and a wise man will atone for it. He will mechaper. He will wipe it off. And the reason that but why do you have to go dafka to a chacham? Ki ikira tefillah, the main tefillah, how to daven, how to elicit compassion in the leva elyon, in the supernal heart. On Israel, the only ones who know how to do it are the Tzaddikei Ador. Because their tefillah is on a very, very high madrega of B'chinas Bais. However, there are those who are prideful, when people have a tsar or a problem. They don't want them to go to tzaddikim. They themselves can daven. And not only this, they prevent others that have a tsar or choyle tzaddikim. They prevent others that are in need to go to tzaddikim. Because they say that they themselves can daven. I can do it. And truth is, they're not bichlal tzaddikim. They're not tzaddikim at all. They don't have any koyach to daven. This is what the Kodesh Baruch Hu told Avimelech. You remember, Avimelech took Sarah Imeinu from Avram. Kodesh Baruch Hu told him, give him back. In the line, he says, Hashem Eshesh Aish, return the wife of the man, Eshesh Aish. Because he's a prophet, and he's going to die. This is what the Pasuk says in the Chumash. The Hashem told Avimelech, return the wife of the person, of the man, because he's a prophet, and he will daven for you, and you shall live. So everything is here in this pasuk. Hashem is Haish, and Kodesh Baruch Hu told him more than that. Kodesh Baruch Hu told him, you should know. You hear? Kodesh Baruch Hu told him, and no, if you don't give back, you'll die. This is all this particular code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. I'm going to resume here tomorrow. So, you'll have fresh mentalities to take a bite out of crime.